Okay, so the new season of The Danger in My Heart came out, and I just want to say that the OP actually smacks, bro. So, the day the new season came out, the opening came up in my YT recommendation. And I don't know why, but I was excited. I wasn't aware that a season 2 was announced or anything, so that came as a surprise to me. But then when I felt my excitement for another season with these characters, I realized something. I have no clue why I like this anime. I even binged the manga when season 1 ended, and I don't do that often. So, I'm not a big fan of romance anime. Mainly because the romance doesn't feel genuine to me. I feel like I'm watching a caricature. You know what I'm talking about. Popular girl who's peppy and starts getting on my nerves after like 2 episodes, and the guy who's usually unpopular and emo, but when push comes to shove, they're cool and confident. I watched the anime again and read the manga, but I just couldn't find a answer to my question. Then I thought to myself, maybe I don't need to be objective. I can enjoy something for what it is, whether it be animation, voice acting, the characters, and their interactions. None of that matters as long as I enjoy the journey. I should be fine. But nah, that wasn't good enough for me. As long as it took, I was gonna find a somewhat comprehensible answer. And so I looked, but I found nothing. I was lost, not understanding myself and why I enjoyed what I had considered generic garbage. After a while of looking, searching, wondering, watching, I couldn't find an answer. Then I realized it may be generic trash, but I'm enjoying it, so I should keep watching it. I was wondering why I cared so much, if it was objectively good or not. Then I remember why it started. It started with Bocchi the Rock. That series spoke to me and hit me like where no other series had before. I wanted to re-experience that. Every new anime I had watched before and even old ones I watched bore me. Shonen got boring. Your Name, A Silent Voice, and Your Lie in April bored me to death with nothing captivating. Even though I enjoyed watching those before, I started hating on the big three, and that's not an opinion you want to have on the internet, let me tell you. I didn't enjoy the romance animes coming out, found it all bland and boring. My anime life was empty, looking for something to fill the void that Bocchi the Rock left me. So what did I do? Watch more Bocchi the Rock, then binge the Bocchi the Rock manga, and I did it all again. I decided to watch The Danger in My Heart again, just to see if anything had changed. Something did change. I loved it even more. I loved it so much, I binged the manga after refinishing the anime. The manga just gave me more of what the anime did, so I had no problem with the manga. I think that when I truly learned to enjoy this series was episode 6. Now, in episode 5 at the end, Ichi goes to use the bathroom, and Yamada stays with him, and the train leaves. So they're kind of stuck. And in episode 6, Ichikawa does really nothing but tell her that it was his fault and gives her a drink. That's it. He says, my bad, this is my fault, not yours. Gives a drink, goes sits like 8 seats away from her, and all of a sudden, it clicks to me. This is the generic garbage, but put in a way that works. He didn't say anything cool. He didn't say anything like, it'll be alright. Well, he did say the next train's coming in 7 minutes, but he didn't try to comfort her in any cool or great way. He did it in an awkward way that would, I'd say, make sense for someone of his age. He tried to distract her with a drink and tried to convert the root of the problem to himself and not her. And all Yamada does is laugh at that. And then notices he's sitting like 8 feet away from her, but she's already like 16 feet long, so it doesn't really matter. And honestly, I think that's when I started to love this series. So after reading the manga of The Danger in My Heart, I've learned to be able to look at anime with enjoyability and look at anime in a way where I analyze it, watch it, the characters, their growth, the overall story, the themes of the anime, and I learned that I can just enjoy a story and just piss around and have fun, and I don't need to be all crazy about like, what does this character do, how do they look at the world, and what is their character arc. And this anime was what reminded me of that. It was my fault for thinking like that, and it's okay for me to not find an anime as good as Bocchi, because honestly, I don't want any kind of media to ever replace the emotions I had when I first watched episode 8 of Bocchi the Rock. So enjoy anime, people. If bad ones can be fun, and if you aren't really enjoying an anime, just stop watching it. There are others who find enjoyment in certain series, and I think that that's okay.